The birthday basketball. Jan needed to earn some money. Her brother's birthday was just 2 weeks away. Steve was going to be 10 years old. Jan wanted to buy him a new basketball. He wanted a basketball like the pros use. The one Steve played with was getting old and worn out. Jan had some money saved, but not enough to buy a basketball. This was a big problem, but Jan knew she could solve it. She decided to see if her neighbors had any odd jobs she could do for them. She might be able to earn enough money to buy a basketball. She went next door to Mrs. Wilson's house to see if she had any odd jobs she could do. "I'll wash your car for $1, she said to Mrs. Wilson. Mrs. Wilson told Jan to go ahead and wash the car. "It's not often someone will wash my car on the spot, Jan," she said. Jan also raked Mrs. Wilson's yard and swept her sidewalk for $2. Jan walked the Steele's dog, washed Mr. Moretta's windows, and swept Mrs. Penning's front steps. Each job was different, and Jan worked very hard. She was exhausted at night and slept like a bear in the winter. Little by little, Jan earned money for the basketball. Every time she got paid, she dropped the money into a jar on her dresser. Steve was unhappy that she was working all the time. "You never play with me anymore," he said. "Let's go shoot some baskets." "I can't. I am too busy," Jan said. She did not want Steve to know why she was working so hard. Jan knew he would understand. Jan continued to work hard around the neighborhood. For the next 2 weeks, Jan hurried right home and did not make any stops. Every day when she got home, she would ask her neighbors if they had any odd jobs for her to do. She was working so hard that her neighbors began to run out of odd jobs for her to do. After receiving the last dollar she needed, Jan and her mother went to the sporting goods store. When they purchased the basketball, Jan proudly paid for it with the money she had earned. She could hardly wait to give it to Steve. Steve's birthday party was on Saturday. When he opened his present and saw the new basketball, he let out a loud yell. "Now I know why you are working so hard," he said. "You're the best sister ever." Jan was delighted and beamed proudly. All her efforts had paid off. She had helped out in her neighborhood. She had also bought Steve the best birthday present in the entire world.